Yeah. So why don't you do a quick little intro of who you are and your brand, and then we'll dive into the details.
So my name is Zach Fackrell, and the brand is Zaana Jewelry. So that's a jewelry company that I started. Well, my wife started. Her name's Anna. So that's the Anna part of Zaana. I'm just the Z at the start. But yeah, together we've been running this for about 2 years now, and it's been incredible. We do earrings, interchangeable charms, and that kind of stuff. So it's been amazing. Honestly,
Yeah.
we're super happy with it, and it's been super fun.
I love that, Zach. Yeah, I love that energy, man. You guys have been with us now a couple months, and we've just had a super fun partnership. It's been, my team has just absolutely loved working with you guys, just on everything. The creativity and the energy you guys bring to the partnership is super fun. So quick question, like, why did you choose Focus Funnels out of all the different options out there?
Honestly, we were just super impressed. We chose Focus Funnels because of what we had seen on websites and testimonials and other brands. But really, the main reason that we pulled the trigger was meeting you and Zach and having these calls to kind of get us onboarded and familiar with your process and your strategy and the whole operation. And as soon as we, jumped into it, having people assigned to us, working with Daniel and Sabri, and just having their expertise on creating content and how they were going to utilize it, helping us set up the accounts, running ads, honestly, just the strategy and just walking us through the whole process. So month 1 was fun to get things set up. And then we saw some good results, kind of just based off of a large, wide kind of attack. Yeah. But then we felt super good that they knew what they were doing and how it was going to work, but had no way to expect or predict what that next month brought in. So that was cool. That was really awesome.
It's
but yeah,
super fun.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. So working with you guys has been fun. More than anything, it's just been good attitudes, exciting potential, and a lot of just like optimism. And that's what's really cool, is for you guys to say, we love your brand, a lot of support from your team about what we do and what we sell and what we offer. So creating content was always fun and really supportive with your team. And then just at the start, I want to say, obviously there's a lot of like apprehension doing something like this because we hadn't worked with a marketing agency before.
Yeah.
But we just kind of weighed those options and kind of weighed the cost and the spend and just thought, if they do what they say they will, just kind of putting the trust in what you guys say.
Yeah.
And letting ourselves be kind of that case study, or like, let's add our name to the list of brands that you work with.
Yeah.
Because if it clearly works for other people, it'd be cool to have our own success story. And so here we are a month later. Let's do it. Yeah.
I love it. Well, Zach, yeah, I really appreciate like that feedback and those kind words. Like, my team can't speak highly enough of you guys and what you guys are building over there. And like when it comes together in that way, like the energy, you guys are listening and acting, and then we're able to execute on what we're good on. But then like the creative is there and the optimism is there. It really comes together in a super special way. So like it's kind of the sum of everyone coming together with the right strategies that really allows these things to take off. And you miss one or two of those things, and it really has a dramatic impact across the whole business. So you guys are like a super key part of that growth as much as my team, but like it's that group unity push that makes all the magic happen.
It definitely feels like a team effort. We're doing our part with content, listening to your guys' instructions and feedback, and then sitting back and letting you guys work your magic with it. We've just been blown away with how fun it's been, but the results that we've seen, it's been awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible. So it sounds like you're seeing a lot of value from the team's guidance on stuff that maybe isn't just ads, but other parts of the business. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. It's funny. As soon as we started running campaigns with TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and Google, representatives from those companies would reach out. Like, someone from TikTok was trying to get us to like set up ad accounts or do different things. And then your team quickly was like, yeah, no. Let us just trust us. We know what to do.
Yeah.
So that's, like you said, outside of the marketing and the ads, there's been a lot of like advice and encouragement on mainly from like, well, Sabri, because she like fits the demographic. And so she'll say, look, your product is for me. And so I would love to see more instructional videos or tutorials or how to style or layer or, you know, put on the different jewelry. And so we've taken that feedback, created those videos, and those have been what have turned the greatest, you know, returns from those types of videos.
Yeah.
Because they're just useful, like normal iPhone, candid, straightforward things. We don't have to waste a lot of time and energy creating some super high production when it really is just as good, trending, viral, social stuff that really gets the message out there. And then there's been help with the making sure that we really just focus on that stock of stuff, like making sure there's inventory of those pieces.
Right.
Kind of approaching, the product listing and offerings and sales based off of that feedback from Daniel, making sure that we have what we're advertising. Yeah. We don't want to have to slow down when we sell out or things like that. So
totally. I know that. That's like one of the biggest things that we try to coach everyone on is like getting that inventory ordering right and trying to manage the cash flow so it all comes together in a really comprehensive way, which is amazing. No, that's incredible. And I mean, you guys have brought so much to the table in terms of your voice and your ability to create amazing content. Like, it's really fun to see you guys like lean into those different aspects and see the creativity you bring in, because that allows my team to then leverage that in really fun ways.
Yeah. So more than anything, it feels like every week it's a little team huddle, talk about how we did, how to pivot, how to do new things, how to start a new month. So, and I was the one that pushed Daniel like, hey man, it was awesome to see some cool results that first month, but let's like turn it way up and see what that feels like.
Yeah.
And we've had to bring in family to help fulfill orders. And some weekends we're just overwhelmed with stuff. And he's like, how are you guys doing? Like, is this okay? We definitely turned it up. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
And so that's been fun to see that growth so quickly and try to figure out, once we meet the goals that we've had for a long time and then exceed them within the first couple of weeks, you know, what it's going to take to actually fulfill the orders, create the content, and maintain this trajectory that we're on. Because we didn't ever have to like solve those problems, but now all of a sudden we're solving the fun problems of how do you grow, how do you maintain orders, how do you deal with customer service, how do you create new content, how do you really build a brand that we've had for a year and a half, but now it kind of feels like we're on the next level.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's exactly what you guys are. You're up leveling your business. You're up leveling your ability to, lead and manage a team. And that's so exciting to see and support you guys on that journey. And one thing I will say that's really cool about Focus Funnels is we have access to our Mastermind Calls where we can coach you on a lot of that stuff. So like customer support, technology platforms, integrations, helping you automate a lot of pieces of your business. Like, come to us with those questions, because we have a lot of expertise there that we can share with you guys, save you a lot of time.
No, I've joined a couple calls and I've added them to my calendars, and right now it's funny that we're trying to build the brand, scale, raise the twins, try to have the family, but I can see the value in those calls and what Zach offers there with the daily, weekly calls. And I know that that's part of what we need to do for the next level up, is actually utilize that mastermind and kind of identify what other brands are doing, or kind of, now that we're growing, how to really do it and maintain it and just answer questions before they even come, and just preemptively be aware and be ready for what's next. So
and one challenge I'll give you is anything in your business that you're struggling with, if you come to those mastermind calls, even if we don't have the answers, right? We don't have all the answers, but guaranteed there are people in our community that have gone through that exact same thing, because they're similar brands to you. Mm-hmm. They will open up and start to share some cool stuff with you. So my challenge to you is come to a couple of those calls, bring your stuff that's outside of the marketing realm. And I think you'll be surprised at the feedback and support you get, helping you solve those things a lot faster.
Yeah, honestly, I guess just having you say that, where do you feel like the strength is or the power is in those calls? You said outside of marketing, or is it like just growing a business in general?
It's all growing an e-commerce business specifically. So
Okay.
like as you start to scale up, you're going to hit challenges like you're experiencing right now. Fulfillment is a huge challenge. And then customer service is a huge challenge.
Yeah.
Well, there's ways to automate and really smooth out those things. And we can give you recommendations on how to do that, what platforms to use, what gotchas to avoid, what systems to not implement. And we've done this with a ton of our customers, right? And that doesn't really have to do with marketing, even though we're a marketing agency. Like we have so much experience running e-commerce stores that we can guide you on these things that don't necessarily impact ads.
Okay.
Right. So bring
Cool.
those type of things to the call. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about as an owner of an e-commerce brand, how do I get to that next level? And marketing is a big part of that, but also fulfillment, operations, back-end systems and processes. We have a lot of experience. And if we don't know the answer, guaranteed there's someone in our community that has already done that and is willing to share that with you.
Cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Definitely need to utilize that. That's a
Get in there, man.
The fact that, we're not alone out there. Even with just your team, there's other brands and businesses that have their insights too. That's huge, actually.
So I would take a close look at what you guys are like. Your some of your biggest bottlenecks right now. Bring those bottlenecks to the call because everyone will gain from that. Like we can all start to share and collaborate and brainstorm. And I think right there you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is cool. Like I'm part of this community. And that's a big part of what you joined here. So I want to make sure you lean into that.
No, thanks. Actually, it's kind of funny that we haven't utilized that as much. We were so focused on, our own little brand and our own growth that now that we kind of passed that second month, it's like, all right, let's figure out what else is here. What other tools do we have at our disposal? Yeah,
lean into that. I mean, that's a big part. That mastermind community is super valuable. So
exciting. No, I'll definitely start looking into that a lot more.
Yeah, please do. So last question I got for you. What advice would you give someone that's like right on the fence with jumping in with Focus Funnels?
The advice I'd give for someone looking to jump in or make that decision, pull that trigger, would be just full trust in you guys. We came to the table thinking we had a pretty good grasp on social media and how to leverage our own brands and our own, insights on that community.
Yeah.
But really trusting the experts here at Focus Funnels and just having confidence in their ability to see trends or to see the pathway to that success and just come to them with ideas, what's worked for you, what you want to make sure stays as part of your voice, and just be as open as possible because they'll take it and show you new ways to grow and new things to do, new ways to have that voice, but they respect your brand, they celebrate your brand, and they just want to see it grow. And so to be a part of the story, I feel like they've just been super grateful. Every call that we have is immediately just, how are you doing? We're so excited for you. We've been watching these ads. We've been watching your account. We've been watching your socials. And so it's never like, oh, that worked, or like, it's just, there's no disconnect. Right. They know more than we do about our brand and what's working, what's performing. And so it feels really cool to like check in, and it's not like checking in with like your boss or checking in with like someone who's in charge. It's more like you just grew your team. You have more friends now that actually care about what you've built. It's our baby. We were so careful for the first year that it's all up to us. Everything is up to us. And so to like let people in and then receive that feedback and that warmth and that, the encouragement has been, it feels like we're growing from the inside out.
That's amazing. Well, Zach, thank you so much. Like, you guys are an absolute pleasure to work with. We've enjoyed the partnership so much. And it's really the combination of both of all of our strengths coming together that's allowed this thing to grow so much. Yeah. So thank you for trusting us, for coming and bringing such good positive energy. No, it's amazing, man. And we really value that. So thank you.
No, thank you. We're excited. Like I said, it's only been a couple months, but really looking forward to the rest of the year, to looking forward to those big fourth quarters and getting ready for huge sales and, building the brand every step along the way. So I'm excited to show you guys what we can do on our end and not just only having you guys like do everything. That's how it feels. Like you said, it's very collaborative, and it's up to us to help grow that. But with your expertise and support, we know that it can go places that we haven't been before. So
I love it, man. Well, this is amazing. I hope that you'll jump in on those mastermind calls this coming week. Bring those big challenges, man. The bigger the challenge, the better. Let's tackle those together and see how we can like build the whole community around some of those things. Because guaranteed, if you're having those challenges, every e-commerce owner hits those roadblocks.
That's what's cool to think about. Is it's just kind of a new concept, right? It's like kind of a new way to look at it, is that you're not alone, and that while it might be this huge struggle and this kind of like you've got to figure it out yourself, it'd be interesting to kind of come to the table and not feel like you can't ask questions as small as they might be, or help shift some perspective on how other people are doing things. So
dude, do it. Yeah, I think you're going to love it. Like the community is so open and supportive on all this stuff. And like we've got owners that are doing, $2 to $3 million a month that are opening up and sharing, hey, here's how I do this. Like this is how we structured the team, or this is how we work with fulfillment or customer support. So there's really cool stuff that's outside of just Zach and I expertise, where people are sharing stories and tips. So
yeah, get ready. I definitely am going to come with a lot of questions as far as like,
I love that.
Let's just do this right. Because I love that brands have their own, paths or the timelines that people think that it will take. And that's one thing that I will definitely sing your praises on, is the timeline that even you guys gave us. It's like, oh, you'll see some growth here or there. It'll take a while to ramp up or to like fine tune your audience, but it's surprised you guys, it surprised us. And so that's been super fun, is to set goals, set those landmarks, set the timelines, and just watch those get, blown out of the water. That's been what's super fun.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
We're all patient to a degree, but it's so fun when things happen faster than you could have imagined. So
Yep. I love it. Well, Zach, once again, I want to express appreciation for you guys. Thank you so much for your time and jumping on with me to connect for a few minutes. And that's all we got at this point. So let's keep rock and roll.
I'm excited to check back in a few weeks or months or whatever it is and do it again.
Okay. Awesome. All right, Zach, well, have an amazing weekend, my friend, and we'll see you on those mastermind calls next week.
We'll be there. Thanks, man.
All right. Cheers.
Bye. See ya.